be the costly difference in this match.
Boy, for this Angel, the definition of the word warrior, able to come out as he will take on Jayson Ness, a guy he's very familiar with from the Big Ten, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. They met earlier this year, and Escobedo won that meeting 4-2. So Escobedo, the Big Ten champ, and Ness already a two-time All-American. There are a couple of ways to identify these wrestlers. The singlet colors, and in this case, it is Escobedo in the red singlet and Jayson Ness in the Golden Gophers lighter colored singlet. There's also ankle bands, the red ankle bands for Indiana's Angel Escobedo and the green ankle band of Minnesota's Jayson Ness. Now, the numbers you see next to their names, that indicates their seeding. Angel Escobedo, the #1 seed in this weight class, and Ness #2.
Angel Escobedo from Indiana, one of a long line of good lightweights. Joe Dubuque, a two-time national champion. Of course, Mike Minn in the corner, assistant coach, is a great workout partner for them, Jeff. And Escobedo has beaten Ness 3 straight times dating back to last year. It's a rematch of the Big Ten Finals with Escobedo, the Big Ten champion.
Let's go. Let's pick it up.
Double leg attempt by Escobedo, but fought off by Ness. The basic lines of defense is first the hands, then the head, then the hips. You need to beat your opponent's hands first.
Neutral.
Ness now in on a single leg.
Neutral.
Not real deep yet.
Neutral.
Escobedo on the line.
Neutral.
And they'll go out of bounds.
When you look at the tournament format for the NCAA Wrestling Championships, there are 10 weight classes starting with 125 and ending with the heavyweights. Each match consists of 3 periods, starting with a 3-minute period where they start in the neutral position, and then 2 2-minute periods with alternating positions. Team points are certainly awarded to the winners. We already know that the Iowa Hawkeyes have won the team championship, but there is a race for who will finish in second place. And we'll also give you an added feature as Bob Durr, our referee for this match, and all of our referees will be wearing a microphone, so you'll be able to listen to their instructions to these wrestlers.
Jayson Ness has been ranked #1 all year until the Big Ten Championships, and until that time, his last loss was last year in the NCAA tournament to Angel Escobedo. Escobedo finishing 4th last year, Ness finishing 5th. Then Ness ran off 30-some straight matches, met Escobedo in the Big Tens, and got beat.
And Ness didn't fool Escobedo there. Bad shot. Escobedo trying to score off the counter, and he gets it.
A very important takedown for Angel Escobedo right there, because he does not want to be underneath Ness. Ness is one of the best hammers on top. Look at his body, his length. It just helps him, you know.
Back in.
So,
Green down.
And it was a bad shot by Ness. He didn't really set him up. Escobedo able to take advantage and turn the corner, got behind, kept Ness in bounds.
Okay,
Ness with that final attempt to step over. Escobedo counters for the takedown.
Jeff, what I love about these athletes here is the ability to go from defense to offense, and we saw it there from Escobedo.
Yeah, we call it a reshot. The opponent tries to get up from the bad shot, you go back underneath them. That was an excellent setup counter.
they warned Angel Escobedo for stalling by not returning Ness to the mat. Ness got out for 1 point, escaped, so it's 2-1.
No.
Escobedo built up 29 seconds of riding time.
6 seconds, man.
That could come to become a factor later in the match.
3, 2, 1.
Time.
Well, we'll show you the point system they use in wrestling. And for the point system here, a near fall, 2, 3, or 4 points. That's what they call back points. You'll hear the guys talk about that. A takedown is 2 points. We saw that from Escobedo. A reversal is 2. So if you're on the ground and you reverse your position, that's worth 2 points. We saw the escape from Ness. That's worth 1. And the riding time that Jeff mentioned, it's accumulated time. If it's a minute or more by the end of regulation, that would be an additional point for that wrestler.
This is how Angel beat Jayson Ness in the Big Tens. He rode him out. He was really tough on top. And again, he's gaining some riding time points right here. Doing a great job of keeping pressure up on the shoulders, up on the head. Look at that.
He's got the far arm. He reached under to get that far arm, and that was a tough hold. Ness finally breaks it and makes it to his feet.
But the riding time is now over a minute.
Neutral.
He lets him go for a couple of reasons. As you said, Dave, the riding time went over a minute. Secondly, he didn't want to hold him there. Ness is standing up on purpose, not trying to go back down to get the referee's call for stalling. And so a very good strategy by Angel Escobedo to let him go. He's already taken him down.
Stay in the center. Stay in the center. Right there. Right there.
Escobedo out of Griffith, Indiana, Griffith High School. Jayson Ness, Bloomington, Minnesota, hometown boy there in the Minneapolis-St. Paul area out of Kennedy High School.
Escobedo, a four-time state champ, 223 and 1 coming in. Ness, a two-time state champion. They're both sophomores. They met last year. They look like they're going to meet a lot in the future.
Neutral.
And fellas, it doesn't look like there's any ill effects from that shoulder injury of Escobedo.
He's a goer. He doesn't look at all bothered by it. It hasn't limited him that we could see yet.
Well, guys, this is the finals of the NCAA championship. And he's not going to let it keep him from giving his best right here. And Ness in on the single, and he's elbow deep. He's so deep, he's doing a good job, and he's going to get 2 legs. That's what it'll take. Great job of defense by Escobedo there. Look at the pressure he's putting on the shoulder right there. And he's going to keep it there. Great job of defense.
Stop right there. Stalemate.
Ness was so far in. He was elbow deep. He almost had 2 legs, which would have sealed it. But Escobedo doing a great job of warding off the attack.
And your last line of defense is your hips, and Escobedo executed beautifully.
Interesting. You saw that graphic. 7 shots taken by Ness. He's been the more aggressive of the 2 so far. So for the 3rd period now, Escobedo will start on the mat. Remember, riding time right now only 1:03. And what will happen is with Ness on top, that riding time will start to go down. And Escobedo would love to escape in less than 3 seconds. He's not going to do that.
The key is to escape and get that 1-point lead again. And he'll build himself up. And this is what I was worried about with his shoulder, was the support on the mat. Can he support that upper body and not cave in and put his head down?
Well, he couldn't have any tougher opponent. Like I said, Ness is a hammer on top. He's tough with this half Nelson. He scores a lot of points.
Hey, fellas. Hey. The guys will start. Neither one's doing anything. Let's wrestle. There you go. I was going to start. Get on.
Bob Durr, the referee, saying, hey, you weren't doing anything. You were just hopping up and down. I need something. So he gave him a stall warning.
Well, I guess that's called a parallel ride, but he had a half Nelson in. But the ref hit him for stalling, and quickly Ness says, well, the heck with riding. I'll cut him, and we'll make it a takedown game.
That's a warning. The next time that Ness would be called for stalling would be a point for Escobedo.
Now, there's an example of the official taking the game away from Ness. His best, one of his best places is on top, and he just decided, I'm going to go away from it. I don't want to fool around with this official who thinks I'm stalling, so I got to go to my feet. It's too bad.
Last double by Escobedo, and he scores. He might get back points, but Ness turns away.
I think he was closer to getting back points than the hooks. I thought he was getting back points, and the official just wasn't in position to count. That was really close. Tremendous drive by Angel Escobedo. He has really been in control from a standpoint of dictating what's going on in this match.
Well, it was a good setup. He got deep penetration on that double. Ness could not counter.
And he's back up over a minute of riding time.
And he cuts him with that riding time.
Well, he's into Ness's head is what he is. He's going after 4 straight wins. Angel Escobedo looking for a 3rd championship at 125 in a few years for Indiana University after those 2 by Joe Dubuque.
Another blast double, but Ness now hips able to counter, but he throws himself to his back. That was a desperate attempt at a lateral drop.
And Angel goes to the heavens. He's the champ at 125.
That's a profiling courage right there. His shoulder popped out. I guarantee you it's killing him.